Do you guys remember a movie that came out in the year 2000, Pay It Forward? A very wholesome movie, right? The plot is very simple. A teacher, I think in middle school, challenged his students to come up with a project that could change the world. And one of the students came up with this idea. He was going to do someone a favor, and when you received the favor, you didn't pay the favor back to the person that made you the favor, but you had to do a favor to 3 different people, right? So you received a good from someone, and you didn't give it back to the person who did you good, but you did good to 3 new people. And then the cycle would continue until the world would be changed by goodness. A really good idea. And I think it relates profoundly with the gospel today. Because the person who was forgiven received a great favor. And perhaps he was willing to give it back to the person who made him the favor for forgiving him the debt. But when it was time to give it forward, he wasn't willing to give it forward. So in a sense, he received good, but kept good to himself instead of letting good flow through him into the next person. So today the Lord is speaking about this. When you receive mercy, you shouldn't keep mercy to yourself, but you should let that mercy flow through you to the next person. And this brings us to a profound spiritual principle. And this is a spiritual principle. Whatever you give away in the spiritual life, it multiplies. But whatever you keep for yourself, it diminishes. Think about it. Isn't it true that when you have faith and you share the faith with others, when you give the faith away, your faith multiplies? Isn't it true that when you've received mercy and you give mercy to others, the mercy that you feel you received also multiplies? It's the same principle in the gospel. Whenever you receive something, don't keep it to yourself, give it to others. This image is useful. Think about water. When water is running, water keeps clean and pure. But when water is stagnant, when water is kept static, the water goes wrong. So I think that Jesus is talking about the importance of multiplying what you have received, passing it forward to the next person. So today, brothers and sisters, we could ask ourselves, how generous am I sharing with others what I have first received? Am I sharing my faith generously with others so that my faith multiplies? The mercy that I have received from God, do I share that mercy abundantly with the next person? Remember the principle. The more you share the spiritual things with others, the more those things multiply for yourself. But the more you hold those things only to yourself, the more you lose those things.